Hello.
Hi.
You are with Kristen
And Iris
from Cashmere Goat Yarn in Camden, Maine. And we're here today to make an exciting announcement.
that you've all been maybe waiting for.
At least some of you have. We find it exciting, and we have a few folks who persistently would like to know. So here's our announcement. And I'm gonna let you.
Oh, okay, so for our March knit along, which starts with the kickoff in early March, we are going to be making the Soul Warmer cowl. This is by Justyna Lorkowska. And we're excited because we've been following this designer for a while, and
she makes a lot of cool stuff.
Really interesting shawls. And the story is that one of our customers was in the shop, Patty, and she was wearing this really cool cowl.
Yes, I can't remember which one she was wearing. Both of these are hers.
Both of these are hers, and she's generously lent them to us. And we were like, what is that? That's so cool. And she said, oh, I love this. I've got 2 of them. It's such a fun pattern. And it's a really awesome, like, sampler style cowl that is perfect for using mini skeins, fingering weight yarn, and we just kind of filed that away. It was, I think, in the summer when we saw that.
Yeah, we were trying to remember because I sent her a picture and neither of us could find it.
Yep.
So
we kind of thought, could be a knit along.
Yes, she remembered it, luckily. So we kind of hemmed and hawed. We thought about a lot of different things, as is our process, and we're always welcome to your suggestions. But this one was the lucky winner for us and the pattern and you guys. And
how perfect that it's called Soul Warmer.
Right.
March in Maine is just a really dismal month.
It's March in Maine.
And so we figured Soul Warmer was a great idea, but also just the idea of playing with color, because it's designed for 6 mini skeins. Great way to play with color, with texture. You're not like married to any one thing for too long. So it sounded like a winner. Right.
And it's an accessory, which is a great thing to knit right now at this time of year. And we'll be coming off of our sweater knit along, which for some of us, you know, we'll take the whole knit along. Some people have made 2. Some people won't finish. Some people are just starting, but like I will probably be finishing around the finish of the knit along. I am getting there. But this is a much quicker, and last year, remember, we did the shift, and I think this is less complicated.
The other thing that we thought was really cool about this is that if you're like super weirded out or nervous about doing lace, which there is a little bit of lace at the top and bottom, if that's like not your jam at all, you could totally sub in another one of these textures and
even just do plain.
Do plain stockinette. So there's a lot of room for adaptation.
Yeah, and whatever you're comfortable with. And the fun part is you can do this any way you want. Like, these ones are pretty colorful. This one's a slightly more exciting than that. Slightly less, I mean, as far as colors go. And I already, you know, we've been looking at colors, and, you know, I was sort of trying to come up with a neutral palette of 6. So there's a lot of different ways you can go, which is part of the fun. And the other part of the fun is, as you may have noticed at the front of our screen, we have this big bucket of mini skeins because we bought some new ones. We're featuring a bunch of mini skeins from On the Round.
This is the new Fall in Love Fade set, which is, oh my God.
It is stunning. If you see her pictures on Instagram with this set, we all just about fainted.
We have our holiday cheer, the minis.
Yes.
That were holiday, but like this could totally be.
It's not really that holiday.
Yeah.
And then just keep going.
I'll keep going. Okay.
Keep going.
Winter Wonderland is one that I love.
This is a new one for us.
New one for us here in the shop. Now, are you noticing, viewers, that there are 5 colors here, and the cowl calls for 6? So that's just an FYI. This is Moody Rainbow, which is just a beautiful earthy, gorgeous.
How many are in Moody Rainbow?
It's also 5.
It's also 5. Yeah, okay.
And then this one, which is the Woodland set. Now this has 7. Yeah, 7. Woodland, some neutrals, a little bit of bright, some dappled. And then there's the Roy G. Biv, and Roy G. Biv is also 7. Look at those juicy colors.
They're so good. They're so good. And
something very special and fun.
We have, for the first time, some of On the Rounds cottage fingering. And this is not a superwash yarn. It's all hand-dyed by her, and we have all of her colors.
100% merino.
100% merino. We have all of her colors in this yarn in mini-skeins. And it's very soft. It's a wonderful palette.
Yes.
And it will be in our yarn bar. So you can pick whatever colors you want. These are not made in sets, so you can kind of pick
mix
and
and match,
or pick one of these that has 5 and add another color that goes with it.
Totally.
We're really excited. I've been wanting to get this yarn in the shop, and it's just been, so the mini skeins is a good way to introduce it.
Yeah. And we just had like this idea of people just having so much fun kind of playing, like mixing and matching, like, ooh, you know.
Well, we just had so much fun.
We had so much fun too. And you know, you can, the pattern is written for 6, and she makes a special note to say you are going to use most of just about every little last bit of each one of your minis. So if you're not achieving gauge, or if you're like a nervous Nelly like me, you might want to have a little extra security one. Security skein to make you not anxious. The other thing that's really cool about this pattern that I hadn't seen really recently, but you're switching needle sizes among the various segments, which is a great way to accommodate for some of those differences in stretch or, you know, the lace. So I thought that was super clever. I had some fun because, well, actually Tracy, who works here, inspired me to do this. I created a little color planner coloring page. So as I was thinking about the colors I wanted to use, now I could have used colored pencils. I was just sort of like, I had some colors in mind, and I wanted to just sort of see how they would play out based on how the pattern says with the various colors.
How cool is that?
And so so when you sign up for the knit along, you in your welcome email will have access to a blank coloring page, so you can plan out some of your own colors.
Yes, so we can play with color without even knitting. So that's exciting. Fun.
Yeah.
Do you know how to have fun or what?
We totally do. It's usually colorful, usually yarn related, but you know.
But sometimes not as colorful.
Yeah, I'm doing it my Ramona sweater today.
Yes, and I'm actually I'm in my cobalt, and so neither of us has, like, we're both hitting our neutral palettes today.
Yeah. So details about the knit along.
Yes.
When you sign up, if you've not done a knit along with us before, they're free. You get a discount on yarn for the project, and you'll get like a welcome email with a bunch of details about the discount code and fun things like the coloring page. You'll also get information about our in-store meetups and our virtual meetups on Zoom. Also details about our kickoff events in person and online. The in-person kickoff is Sunday, March 3rd. So you've got a little time to play, to think about color, to consider your options. And yeah. And
what?
We heard back from Justyna, and we're going to have a very special Zoom visit with her as part of this knit along.
Yeah, which is exciting. Yeah. That's always a lot of fun. And yes, I'm excited about that. So we love it when the designers play along with us. It just makes it that much more fun for all of us.
And when she emailed back to us, she mentioned that she's actually making another soul warmer herself right now. So she's like, yeah, I'll bring my knitting and we can knit. So I was like,
I know, it's great. That's awesome. So these are all, there's going to be on the website, there's a section for Soul Warmer knit along, and there's a lot of choices. You can also choose, like, who of us does not have some leftover little bits of fingering yarn?
Yep.
Who has some special something they made in socks they really love, but they have you have a little bit left.
And like, how cool would that be? You could like add that little bit down at the bottom.
So this is a fun way to play with yarn, but it's also not a huge commitment, which is good for March.
Yep.
And the other thing, which you didn't mention, about when you sign up, you get a weekly email, and the email, what happens with the email that's so great is that in the store and via email, we have a lot of questions. People need clarification and all that. And so when it comes time, there's always lots of information to add to this email, because we've helped people figure things out. We figured out if there's a problem in the pattern that people keep getting, like that. It's not like a real problem, but it's a sticking area where like a lot of people will get stuck, so that you get a tip or a trick. And those are wonderful. I use them too, because I'm usually behind other people in the knit along. And so I'm like, okay, how do I do that?
and the other thing too is, like the tips could be little things like, oh, you know, have you considered when you're casting on however many, is it going to be 200 stitches? I don't know. But when you're casting on a lot of stitches and fingering for a cowl, how many times have we like forgotten where we were? And like, so Tracy reminded me again, she's like, you should definitely tell people about like placing markers. So like little things that maybe you know, or you heard, but you forgot, you know, little things too. Yep.
So those emails are very valuable and worthwhile, and I wish that all my knitting projects gave me emails to help me along the way.
Right.
So
it's good.
So we hope you'll join us.
Yes, it would be so much fun. Yes. And so down below this video, there's going to be info about how to sign up. It's going to be at the events page on our website, but I'll pop a link down there. Signups are open. You can start getting the sort of welcome email. And usually, because we've got a little time, maybe I might sneak in another one like, are you still waiting? Is it so exciting?
Right.
Yeah.
Time flies, though.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
So,
well, thanks for watching.
Thank
and
you.
I hope you join us for the Soul Warmer Knit Along in March with the Cashmere Goat.
Hope to see you there.
Yeah. All right. Bye. Happy making.